People are the most important component of any retail business. Your employees are what sell your services and products to customers, and therefore human resource management, and specifically making sure that you have the right talent in your business, is by far one of the biggest contributors to an efficient, productive and profitable business. HR and the management of human resource is a wide and varied subject. So today we're going to take a narrow lens and look at resource from the angle of, does your business have the right resource to achieve your business goals? We'll start with reflecting and assessing what resource you think your business needs to be able to operate efficiently and to capitalize on all potential sales. We'll then take a comparative look at what resource you actually have within your business and ask ourselves, is it sufficient to the optimal running of your existing business? We'll then try to analyse and take inventory of all the skills that you have within your business and identify any potential skills gaps that may be holding your business back from peak performance. We'll also consider what resource you need to be able to deliver your future business goals. Where are you now? Where do you want to go to? And what resource do you need to be able to get there? And lastly, we'll talk about the different ways that you can bridge the skills gap within your team. We will look at how you can cost effectively bridge the skills gap in-house, but also when you're recruiting for new people externally, how do you ensure that you're hiring the right people for your business? The goal is to take a holistic look at your resource and ask yourself, do you have the right resource to help your business achieve its business goals? So let's start with, what resource do you actually need for your business? People are the most important aspect of any retail business. They are responsible for how you operate your business, how you present yourself to customers and clients, and ultimately they determine how successful you can be. You can't do everything yourself, and you rely on your employees and team to deliver your business proposition to your customers. Therefore, making sure you have the right resource within your business is critical for your success. Not having enough employees can seriously hinder your ability to perform on many levels. It will hinder your ability to operate efficiently and to capitalize on all sales opportunities. It will have an impact on customer experience and managing the customer expectations and ensuring that you don't lose customers. While of course on the other end of the scale, if you have too many employees, it will put an unnecessary dent in your profit line. So how do you go about getting the right balance for your specific business? The first step will be to create an organizational chart, and this will clearly define every job function that is required to effectively operate your business. And these charts can be as simple or as complicated as you choose to make them. There's some key information you want to ensure is included and highlighted. This will allow you to then assess the organizational success of your business. The first is to ensure that the hierarchy within the business is highlighted. You want to indicate the relationships between the individual employees. This will help each to understand who they report to and ensure that line managers are properly delegating tasks and responsibilities. And the most critical information to include as part of this exercise is to define the functions and roles required. And to ensure that you've captured everything within your organizational chart, you should complete a sense check of information. Make a list of all your business activities, things that are required for your business to perform optimally. These can include everything from sales, actual selling roles, and perhaps any customer support services you have in place, be it after sales services or help desk that you man. Inventory roles if you have them, and any functions within that, from buying and merchandising to visual merchandising, distribution and logistics, warehouse order and processing, home delivery services if you have them, perhaps marketing from idea creation to content management on social media. I'm sure you'll have some level of admin functions, finance activities, perhaps hygiene and cleaning requirements, and of course there'll be HR requirements and activities within your business. Each retail business is different and the activities are numerous and varied, so your list will be very personal and specific to your business. The goal with this exercise is to understand what you need to be able to run your business efficiently in both generating the sales and revenue and managing the tasks that are needed to keep the wheels moving. Which leads us on to assessing who you actually have working for you within your business, including headcount, talent, and specific role and function. What resource do you currently have? It can be very helpful to write a small summary of the role and function that you think every person plays within your business. Identify what each is doing now and how that contributes to your business and its performance. And of course, you'll need to consider, are they working together efficiently? Every retail business involves the integration of different departments to ensure that the business runs smoothly. And most departments are actually reliant on each other for their actual success. So if you don't have the cohesive running of departments together, your business will not be able to optimize its profit potential. I'll give you some simple examples. Operations rely on logistics to send them the right stock at the right time. If you receive your new inventory on a Monday morning, you've missed the opportunity to sell that product during peak traffic of a retail business. The buying department will rely on merchandising reports to tell them what's selling and give them sell-through data. This will allow them to make effective decisions to purchase good product that will generate income for your business. It's all interrelated. If you map the tasks and needs of your business created in the first slide, what does your business actually need, and assess against what you actually have, how does it compare? Do you have the right resource? Do you have the right people doing the right things? Or are you showing too much strength in some areas of your business and not enough support in others? For example, you may identify that you have an imbalance in the amount of resource you've put into your back of house activities and don't have enough resource in your sales generating activities, be it a number of individuals or actual time given to sales generation. And are you actually managing the resource effectively? Are all tasks actually covered? Is everybody equally busy? Is the work allocation divided evenly among the individuals and time that they actually work for your business? And importantly, you need to consider how well set up you are to support them in their roles. Do they actually have clear job descriptions? Do they know what's expected of them? And do they have the right tools that they need to be able to perform? Be it things such as system support, access to required information, or whatever it may be for your specific business. Even if you have great talent and a good structure within your business, if they don't have the infrastructure to support them in delivering their roles, they won't be able to. By completing this assessment, you'll be able to identify the gaps in your business, be it gaps in headcount, talent, skill, or role or function. What do you need to be able to run your existing business efficiently and generate as much sales and revenue for your business that it has the potential to do? So next you need to complete a skills gap analysis for your business. So what exactly is a skills gap? There's no set definition, but the general consensus is that it is the difference between the skills that a business needs and that the employees actually have. And you can complete a skills gap analysis on two different levels. The first is on individuals. Identify the skills that a job role requires and then compare them to the skills that an actual employee has. And the second way is to complete the analysis on the team or on the business as a whole. So let's start with your current resource and identify any existing skills gaps. You can follow the following process. The first step will be to take a closer look at the individual employee performance within your business, and this will involve you gathering data to allow you to determine any competency issues and any performance gaps. And of course, you'll want to try and understand any root causes that you may need to address. And to allow you to assess the skills in a fair and comparable way, you'll need to ensure that you have a measurable process. And this can include reviewing any KPIs within your business. These can determine how each individual is contributing to the business. You can choose the different measurement type based on your own business, but a simplistic example can be sales generated per person. You can also look at recorded information that you already have on file, such as previous employee reviews or any qualification certificates that they provided when you recruited them. Another way is to benchmark. You'll always have top performers and poor performers within any business, but looking at the top salesman within your business gives you a benchmark to look at, for example. Another way to identify skills gap is to actively seek the information, such as performing 360-degree reviews that identify skills through colleague feedback or manager feedback. Or you can assess them through testing them through role plays, depending on your type of business. There is a method that I think personally has a lot of opportunity and value, and this is a concept that in order to understand the most common issues within the workplace, a manager needs to spend time on the front lines. When you observe employees at work, it is a perfect opportunity to find out how the different factors come into play and where there are apparent skills gaps. Reports and numbers don't really tell a full story in all of its entirety. Observations give you more insights into real situations. And of course, don't forget to get feedback from the individual employees themselves. They can be the best people to ask about what skills gaps they think they have and what they'd like to develop. The most important thing is to ensure that you have a fair and comparable measuring system. A numerical rating system can be a practical way to assess the skills gaps within your business. Commonly used are 3 or 5-point tier systems. You just need to ensure that you have explicitly defined scales. So for example, a scale of 1 to 5 could range from poor to excellent or inexperienced to expert. Once you've completed the process, you should have a very clear understanding of the strengths and skills within your business and be able to identify the gaps in skills that could be hindering the performance of your existing business and the potential to develop your business further in the future. Now that you've been able to establish what it is you need for your business today, it's also worth considering what do you need for the future? What are your business goals and what resource will you need to be able to deliver them? A good place to start is to review your business strategy if you have one in place, and if not, it's a good time to take some time to develop one. Your business strategy can be quite simple. You're basically just planning for the long-term development of your business, and it will help you provide some focus and direction to move your business from where it is now to where you want to go to. And then you'll be able to plan what resource you need to be able to deliver that. So let's consider, where are you now? What are you actually selling? What is your market segment? Where is your growth coming from? How good are your internal operations and internal processes? If you're at optimum capacity in your operations and you want to grow your business, your current system might not be able to support the growth. Do a thorough assessment and establish where you are now. You'll next want to consider where it is you want to actually go to and how you'll actually be able to get there. What roles are going to be required to help you achieve those goals? Some roles may be only temporary, such as a web designer or a property consultant, and some may not be required till further down the line. They may be longer term roles, such as new store managers, finance manager, things that are only needed as the business grows. But the important thing is to understand what resource you need to enable you achieve your business goals, because in most cases, if you don't have, then you can't do. Another aspect to consider is the skills that are needed for each role, both the type of the actual skill and the level of experience that's needed. This will allow you to be more defined in what you actually need. Some simple examples could be, if you require some finance support, do you require a bookkeeper or do you require a chief financial officer with a higher level of experience and qualifications? If you require some operational support, is it a store manager for a small business unit or an area operations manager used to managing larger turnovers and multi-outlets? Another aspect to consider is that, do you bring all resource in-house or do you outsource some resource? For example, if you find that logistics is what's holding back your business from expansion, do you outsource it or do you bring in some specific experts into your business? There are pros and cons of each. The important thing for you is to identify what you need to be able to reach your business goals and find the right balance to give your business the best chance of success. It's a constant tightrope between costs and timing. So once you have completed the analysis on what resource you need to ensure that you can run your business optimally, what resource you need for now, and what resource you need for the future, how do you go about bringing in the skills that you need? Let's take a look at your in-house and existing employees and how you can address those skills gaps. Firstly, I suggest you take a look at your business structure. Is it set up to deliver what you need? If you have a solid team in terms of loyalty and experience, but perhaps lacking in some skills in certain areas, adapting your organizational structure to create new roles can sometimes be a solution. So, for example, if you have a long-term employee who's struggling to manage all aspects of an assistant manager role, creating 2 lower tier roles, such as supervisory, to cover all aspects of the role might be better use of current skills within your business. It would allow your business to be more effective immediately in its business operation, instant change and improvement. Next, you would want to layer in upskilling or reskilling. And upskilling is when employees gain new skills to help them in their current roles. And reskilling is when employees adapt current capabilities to take on new roles or new functions, such as promotion. Both are viewed as positive changes for both the individuals and your business. Examples can be when you have talented employees who are perhaps outgrowing their existing roles and stepping up into more senior roles, and they need help to bridge the skills gap between the existing skills and those required for the new role. Most people don't have the skills today for the job they'll be doing in 5 years, and learning is a constant. And sometimes you just have good people who are lacking certain skills, but they do have the potential to learn and fill the gaps and become more rounded in their skill set for your business. Providing the right training can help you close the gaps between the current skill levels and the desired skill levels. And there are many ways to implement training, depending on what the specific needs of training are. Are the gaps hard skills? Hard skills are more measurable and tangible proficiencies, usually learned through training or hands-on experience. In retail, some simple examples could be how to be a cashier, visual merchandising skills, any systems knowledge, opening closing procedures. And if you identify hard skills gaps within your business, it can be fairly straightforward to try and manage. In-house training on processes and mentoring should be sufficient to improve the skill level to your required standard, and it can be completed via formal training sessions, informally on-the-job training, mentoring, and lots of practice. Alternatively, if there are soft skills that are missing within your business, these are harder to develop and take longer to mature. Soft skills are personality traits and characteristics that are less quantifiable but equally important. Examples of soft skills can be problem solving, time management, communication skills, and teamwork. If the skills gaps you identify are outside your personal skill set or your business expertise, you can use professional training firms to arrange workshops, training sessions, or seminars on the specific subjects. There are a lot of online courses available that are very cost effective for every subject that provide content and professionalism to help develop skills. Another great way to bridge the skills gap in-house is to use experienced leaders within your business to mentor others. It's a great way to upskill your team. Mentoring allows you to connect individuals who have a lot of experience and knowledge with those who haven't gained the same level of experience. It allows you to tap into existing knowledge and skills within your business and transfer these skills to newer or less experienced employees. It's great use of in-house resource. And lastly, you want to make sure that you have the right support tools in place to make sure that everybody can perform at their optimum level within your business. This can include things as basic as system access and password access, IT support for when things don't work as they're supposed to, clear job descriptions to know what they should be doing, and of course, ongoing performance management. Combined, these strategies can help bridge the skills gap within your team and help improve your business performance. But what happens when you don't have the skills within your team and you're not able to bridge the gap in-house? You'll need to fill the skills gap through new hiring. This can be for your existing business performance, for new roles that you've identified that are missing, or for your business development. And your hiring needs to be spot on. It's as simple as that. Small businesses face a delicate balancing act between hiring too quickly or waiting too long. If you hire too quickly, you can potentially have resources sitting idle, and this will cause its own set of problems. It can create a lack of engagement if there's not enough work to go around, or in the worst case scenario, forces you to create redundancies down the line, which will have an impact on team morale. On the other hand, if you wait too long, it can mean your business is not prepared to take advantage of accelerating market demand, and this will open the door for competitors to take market share, or for your existing customers to move on because you're not fully staffed to meet their expectations. Finding the delicate balance and financial sweet spot will take a lot of thoughtful perceptiveness on your part, balancing the commercial opportunity while mitigating the financial risks. So once you've made the decision that you need new resource to improve your business, either to deliver your existing business needs or to develop the future plans, how can you ensure that you hire the right people for your business with the right skill set and the right fit? The foundation is to ensure that you have provided the correct job description, and only you can correctly identify exactly what you need. Be clear about the skills that you want and the specifics of the role that you need to fill. It's far easier to measure against the specific requirements than a vague sentiment. Next, you'll need to shortlist the right candidates, and only those who meet your requirements. It's easy to get swayed by great talent or personality, but if it doesn't actually suit your business needs, it doesn't matter. It's not right for you. You need to make sure you have a thorough interviewing process. Prepare questions in advance and plan the questions that give you the most insights for what you actually need. Many times managers can enter interviews without being prepared, and I too have been guilty of this in the past. You're busy, time flies, and suddenly the candidate is here and you're not ready and you don't want to keep them waiting, so you step in and start the interview process unprepared. It's not fair to the candidate as you're not giving them a fair chance, and it's a waste of your time if you're not sure what it is you need and can't assess properly. Once you've completed your interviewing process, you need to make sure that you hire quickly, but of course correctly. Generally, good talent will go quickly. And importantly, you need to make sure they're a very good fit for your team and your business. And this can often be overlooked. And organizational good fit doesn't mean you need to hire the same kind of people all the time. You're just asking yourself, is this person compatible with your business and your ways of working? Throughout my career, I've seen so many people move to new companies and not like the job or the company as things are done differently to what they're used to. Yes, different businesses work in different ways, so you want to make sure that somebody is not only going to adapt to your way of working and your particular style, but you want them to thrive and enjoy it. Employees who fit in well and feel at home in a company are generally far happier, which will have a positive impact on their productivity. And lastly, you want to ensure that you onboard them properly. You've gone to so much effort to make sure that you hire the right people. The last thing you want to do is lose them. But that's exactly what can happen if you don't have the right onboarding process. We started today discussing, does your business have the right human resource to achieve your business goals? And in all honesty, it's a very easy question to ask and a much more difficult question to answer. There are so many aspects involved in having and managing human resources. Many people can mistakenly view it as purely administration. But while the clerical function, of course, is important, it's so much more than that. It's about understanding your people and developing the right environment to get the best out of them, to enable everybody to grow and your business to perform to its maximum capabilities. It's not only about ensuring that you have the right people that fit for your business, but an organizational structure that supports the successful functioning of your business on a daily basis. It has to allow your business to thrive in the commercial sense and to reach its potential. Having the right talent and the right people within your business is the foundation for that to succeed. And in reality, balancing all of the factors that are involved is very tricky. How individuals perform, how your team performs as a whole, and your business needs can constantly fluctuate. Taking the time to reflect on what your business actually needs to be able to thrive and succeed, analysing what you currently have in terms of talent, structure and resource, and identifying the overall skills within your team. Giving yourself the opportunity to compare that with what you think you really need to be able to capitalise on all the opportunities, and importantly, address the root causes of any deficiencies. This investment of time and energy will be critical to bringing about the change and improved business performance that you want to see. However you choose to do it, it doesn't matter. Whether you choose to bridge the skills gap in-house or recruit for new skills externally, the main objective is to ensure that your business has the right talent in place to ensure your business can achieve its business goals.